The plan for today is to do the entire assembly. And hopefully we can get it to work. The goal moving forward is to assemble it in a way that will allow it to do some sort of animation. It's a little different than other software, so we'll see if we can get it to do the kind of animation I'm looking for. But for now, we just need to put all the pieces together and allow them to move the way they're supposed to move, which only a few pieces need to move. Others will be connected in a way that they don't need to move or won't move. So let's go ahead and do full screen here. Good. And we should be in you should already have an assembly tab in the document. And we'll start with insert. All right. And you always want to start with whatever your main piece is to attach everything to it. And so for us, that's going to be the train body. And we'll go ahead and set one of them and check mark. And let's so that's going to be called part 1. I don't know why it doesn't automatically populate with the name, but we want to fix this. Okay. Fix as in affix, meaning like locked in place. Plus, as long as you don't rotate it, it should still be square to the universe. Okay, and so let's bring in. I guess it doesn't really matter the order. Let's bring in the hitch peg and hitch magnet, which we want one of these. Put over here, and a hitch peg. And hang on for that. Okay. And so this needs to go centered on this. We're going to do is it fasten mate? I think. Yeah. So somewhere where you put the cursor, somewhere where you get this symbol right here, which is the 3 axes symbol. And at this point, it doesn't matter which face because it's, symmetrical along whatever plane that is. So we'll just get first click there and second click where you get the same symbol on the hitch hole. And we don't want it in pop. So we want to switch the direction, hit OK. All right. And if we did it correctly, it should still turn, although there isn't really a way to do that. Before we keep going, I want to make sure that it is the right constraint. I want slider, cylindrical. It might be cylindrical. Can't remember. Let's bring a wheel in. Now let's mate that to that. Switch direction. Hit OK. And if this spins, we're good to go. It does not. So it's not that. Let's get rid of this one. Is it cylindrical mate? Well, cylindrical mate, it lines up the cylinder. What about planar mate? Okay, so it looks like it's a combination of cylindrical and planar. Let's see what happens if we get rid of cylindrical. Yeah. All right. So for the things that we want to spin, it's going to be a combination of cylindrical and planar, but I will get to that when we get to that. These first two things can be either type because they're not going to move at all at any point. The other ones, even if we don't do the animation, they still need to be able to spin because there's no way to line up the linkage arms, which connect the front and back wheels, unless the wheels can spin because it's of the dimensions, it has to fit exactly. Okay, so the next one is going to go there. So we'll just do fastened mate, and we'll do that to, should be able to get like the underneath the edge right there. And it guesses the wrong way about 3/4 of the time. Let's switch the direction, hit OK, and there we go. There is that thing. And we're back. All right, let's just go ahead and do the wheels next, because why not? Actually, let's do this last. Let's do cow catcher. And think about the way things need to line up. It needs to be, we know this face right here is going to be attached to this face. So let's just go ahead and do a planar mate. That to, well, something there. And it's going the wrong direction. Okay. All right. So we know it's on the plane. Let's do a cylindrical mate of this top center one. We know the top center one is going to go there. And I'm going to attach this level right there to where it's going to touch, which is not the, it's not the edge here. It's up here against the back. Hit OK. And it should still spin around that. Good. And we can just do another cylindrical mate here to like line up that peg, or we could do a plane mate with the bottom. Let's just do another cylindrical one because that sort of makes more sense. It doesn't really matter. Let's do cylindrical, and this sort of the peg hole, the top edge is going to end up touching right there. And if it doesn't connect, or it gives you an error when you accept it, it means your dimensions are off, which happens to about, I don't know, 10% of people. It's not uncommon. It's easy to fix. I can help you fix it when we get to it. All right, let's do smokestack. This one shouldn't be that tricky. It's a little trickier because the outer surface here is not a, it's not a circle. It's a weird 3-dimensional shape that curves around. So in order to do it, we have to use everything off of this bottom of the cutout there. So let's do we can just go ahead and do a fastened mate with this surface here as the first click, and this surface here as a second click. Let's go in the right direction, hit OK. All done. Easy. Okay, and then we move on. I think the only thing we have left is, well, the wheels and the straight track, which we will include in the same assembly. Let's do wheels. And we could go ahead and I want to make 4 of them. Well, we do need 4 of them. And let's just go for it. We'll do cylinder mates of this inner edge to this edge, and flip the direction, hit OK, and do another cylinder of this to this, flip the direction, hit OK, and then they still are not going to be attached. They're just lined up with that cylinder forever. Let's do a plane of anything flat on this surface, it doesn't matter, to anything flat on this surface. and hit OK, and it should pop into place. Yeah, there we go. And if you can still spin it, we're good. And do the same thing here, plane. I acknowledge your sneeze. This plane to anything here. It looks like it's out of the way, but it's not. And there we go. Connect. And we're good to go. Same thing on the other side, cylinder of that to that. Flip direction. Okay. Cylinder. That to that. Flip direction. Okay. Bring these out so that we can get a planar mate with that face to that face. Hit OK. And same thing here. And hit OK. All right, so only three other things. Linkage arm is probably the hardest one at this point, and then the other two are pretty easy. Let's go and do linkage arm first. We need two of them, one for each side. And the place this is supposed to go, it's supposed to connect these two nubs, and it's supposed to be one of the surfaces is supposed to be flat against this surface right here so that it's like flush with the outside. Let's do a cylinder mate first, just so it's lined up. And I'm going to do the inner edge right there. You can see it's the one that's a little bit in. With at this point, they're all the same. And I want to make sure that it doesn't go in. So we'll switch direction, hit OK. Okay, so that is lined up. Let's do the other side also. We'll move it out of the way so that we can get to the clicks we need. So cylinder. Now on this side should connect to that side, hit OK. And they should be lined up, except it slides off. And they go all the way around. We just need a plane mate. This surface, anything on that surface is going to be mated to anything on that surface. Hit OK, and it pops in, and you're good to go. Okay, same thing on the other side. Cylinder of this inner edge to this edge right there. And let's make sure it's not going in. Yeah, for some reason this is working on this side. And we'll do the other cylinder. Cylinder of this inside, which needs to connect to this inside. Although for cylinder, I don't think it matters inside or out. That's weird it did that, but it should pop back. Good. And if you get this weird, like it shouldn't ever be like high on one side and low on the other, but it should. Well, first of all, I haven't done the plane mate yet. It sort of fixes itself. The dimensions are such that the linkage arm should always be horizontal. And let's go ahead and do a plane mate of anything on this surface to anything on this surface. And we only need to do it to one of the sides because they will, they are already flush. Okay, and there you go. You should be able to grab, cancel. should be able to grab this and have it rotate everything cleanly all the way around. If it jams or pops or something like that, it means you have, it's very easy to do, the location of this extrusion on the wheel isn't the right distance away from the center, which means that the two extrusions aren't the right distance from each other as it goes around. So there's that. Okay, and the only other, well, no, two other parts. The linkage peg, which is the tiny one here, we need 4 of those. Can we do? I'd like to be able to just control click or something and get 4 of them. But that's not the case. Let's do planar mate first this time. So they're supposed to go in the in this hole right there. Let's do a plane with anything flat on this side, anything on this surface there. Make sure it's pointing the correct direction. It is. And then it should still move out of the way a little bit. And let's do a cylinder mate with this inner surface, or the inner edge there, to what it's going to end up touching, which is this one. And for some reason it does that. Hit OK. And you're good. No, I did get 4, didn't I? And same thing here, plane, this surface, that, apply, move it out of the way so I can see the part I need to constrain. We did the plane, we need cylinder. Hit OK. And that should work on this side still, although I guess it's the same as before. There's something else floating around there. I think good. And another plane on this side. Plane to that. And is it pointing the correct direction? It is. Let's move it out of the way. And cylinder of that. Is that the one I already did? It is to that. And connect. And then just the last one, which is plane anywhere on that surface to that surface. And then move it out of the way. And let's do a cylinder to that, hit OK. And the last, so that's good. It doesn't at this point matter what the orientation is as far as both of the linkage pegs or linkage arms up or down. We'll see what happens with that later. All right, so the last part is the straight track, and it's a little bit tricky because we need sort of offsets. And what's the best way to do this? So let's see here. Let's go ahead and do a plane mate of the back of the train to the back of the track. And that's not too bad. And for now, let's just offset like 1 inch. And the other, no, -1. We can come back and make that look better later. Okay, and all of these offsets, we are going to have to we're probably going to have to edit some dimensions. Yeah, okay. So we've got the back flush with an offset. Let's do another planar mate of the bottom of the train to something on the top, and that should get it there, but we want it the other direction. And for you, it might be different whether you're flipping it back and forth depending on which plane you started on, which it has to do with which way is considered positive. Okay, so we've got a little bit left. It still moves this way, and we definitely want the wheels to not dig in. So the one where the wheels dig in is this one, the last one I did, and I don't have an offset. Let's offset 0.5, negative 0.5. And does that look all right? It's a little floaty. How about negative 0.4? That looks good. And it still moves left to right. And I could flush this like up against the wheel. Is there I wonder if there's an offset current distance. Yeah, it's not super precise, but if you get it looking where you're going, or get it looking good, let's plane offset. It's going the right direction. Let's try, we actually do have to type it in. I wish there was a like current distance, but let's see here. Let's see what 1 inch does. Well, okay, let's try negative 1 inch. That's too much. How about negative 0.5? Is it too much or too little? That's too much. How about negative 0.4? Oh no, it's more. Negative 0.7. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, so negative 0.7. We'll line it up. And if we want to center it, that was the third to last constraint that I did at least. And we're at -1. How about -3? And hit OK. And that's it. Okay, it's a little tedious on a couple of them, and it is unfortunate that it's so specific on the offsets in order to get the straight track in place, but those offsets will work. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions.